Sorry. It's gonna be a little less formal, this video. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting here. I guess I should have done that before. It still feels a little dark to me, but we'll see. I wanted to talk about, somebody had mentioned the CDL changes for February 7th of 2022. I'm sorry if I sound a little winded. I just walked across a parking lot here at this Bossa Man truck stop out here in Nebraska. I love this place, man. I've stopped here twice in the last 3 days. I have stopped here on my way into Utah, and then on my way back as I'm going down to Florida on this load. My sleep schedule has been completely jacked up. I've got so many ideas for videos now, and I just don't have the time to film them. I'm so tired when I stop. I'm driving 10 hours a day. I won't be able to drive that long today, but who cares? Y'all didn't come here to listen to me ramble about shit, right? So really, I'm going to put everything that I need to down below. Like, if you want to go through and read it yourself, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about it. This is literally like 2 weeks away. This might be a little too late, but really, there's nothing to worry about. I mean, unless you are new, like say for instance right now, like most of my audience, this pertains to you, because if you guys aren't already truck drivers or aren't like haven't thought about starting and you're thinking about starting, this pertains to you. If you haven't gotten your CLP, which is your commercial learner's permit, that is going to be where the issue lies, and if it's even really considered an issue. Bottom line, if you plan on going to a school to get your CDL, nothing's going to change. The only thing that's going to change is these places that like offer to train you in like no time, and they'll set you up to take the tests and stuff, and you just pay out of pocket to get your CLP, and then you just go and take your driver's test there directly at the DMV. That is going to affect you. But if you plan on going to school, basically the federal regulations are stating that they're forcing people to just go to school to get their CDL. They want to make sure that people know what they're doing before they get on the road. Now, all of these different things that are happening, like the federal regulations are not going to overthrow the state regulations. If your state requires that you go do training, then you still need to go do training. So nothing's going to change for you. This only affects those people and these shady businesses that claim they're going to be able to do something. They're not licensed to train in CDL training. They'll officially have to go get licensed, or they're going to have to shut down, or they could face fines or jail time. So really nothing's changing, and really people are trying to scare you into getting your CDL. If you're thinking about it, you need to do it now. It's most likely a place that has a partnership with a CDL training school or program, or they're trying to collect their money before these federal regulations come into place and cause you and force you to have to actually go to a school to learn how to do it. You got like your theory training, which requires, there's no minimum amount of hours that you have to do to learn that. So technically you could still go to the school. You could study before you even go to the school, prove that you know what you're doing with the mock test, go take the actual test, get your CLP, your 4 tests, and then you go do your practical test, which is driving the truck, physical, actual behind the wheel training, and then you go and you take your CDL test, and that's it. But if you plan on coming to Prime, for instance, I work for Prime, you will do the training here on site. Now, usually they'd like when you come with your CLP already, but you don't have to come with your CLP. You can come and get your learner's permit. I believe you can, and then you can move on from there. Don't quote me on that. I came into Prime after going to Stevens first, so I had my CDL before I came here, and I have a buddy that's actually coming in. He took his CLP test at some training school where he lives at, and then he's coming here to just get his CDL, which, yeah. So if you're worried about it, or you're worried it's going to be harder or anything, no, it's going to be exactly the same. It's now that the government's just putting their hands into the pot, and it's been in the works since 2020, but it's been delayed, I guess, because of COVID. And now, we got 18-year-olds driving interstate. So in order for that, I guess, they really want to push it. They want to make sure that everybody's getting the training that they need to get on the road and drive these trucks. We're hauling freight. We're driving long hours. We're dealing with a lot of impatient and irrational drivers, four-wheelers on the road. Some of our fellow truck drivers drive like idiots on the road. So they want to make sure that everybody behind the wheel from now on is starting a new trend, I guess, that they're getting the training that they need, and they're just going from there. So I figured I'd throw a little short video out explaining that you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about it being harder or it taking longer. It's going to take the same amount of time. It's going to be just as difficult, which it's not difficult. If you passed high school, or you went and got your GED, or you even have some college, you can do this. It's cramming like you would in college or in high school. Like, you sat on your bed one Friday night, you got, or not Friday, but Thursday night, right before Friday, you got 2 hours to finish a project that you've had 2 months to work on, right? It's no different. If you want, and instead of you getting a failing grade or a passing grade with your whatever, you're making money doing a trade versus going to college and getting in debt with that. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Like I said, my day's just starting. It's almost 8 o'clock at night, and I'm not trying to leave too early because I don't want to. I want to shut down later than 3 in the morning. Yep. All right. Well, that's it. Remember, just lace. Love it, hate it, rate it. Take care, and I'll see you on another time.